trying out something new, which will be, I've got my tablet here, you can't really see it too well, but got quotes about love ready and up. What I'll be doing though is I'll kind of be leaning into kind of not, because I want to see how this phone, I'm looking at myself in the phone, hi, I'm here, yeah, my screen is that big anyway. What I want to do is I want to see how this phone would record soft whispering in a distance. So there's about, say, 1.5 feet between myself and the phone. So we'll see how that works out. I'll still be leaning in like that a bit, and it looks kind of funny, but what can we do about it? Let's love. Let's love, because we love reading quotes about love. Let's start. I'm selfish, impatient, and a little insecure. I make mistakes, I'm out of control, and at times hard to handle. But if you can't handle me at my worst, then you sure as heck don't deserve me at my best. Marilyn Monroe. Now, just to mention, I'll be censoring those because some of them have like vulgar words which I prefer not to use. Also, this is an ASMR video, it's about relaxation. You've gotta dance like there's nobody watching, love like you'll never be hurt, sing like there's nobody listening, and live like it's heaven on earth. William Perky. You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams. Dr. Seuss. A friend is someone who knows all about you and still loves you. Albert Hubbard. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Martin Luther King Jr. We accept the love we think we deserve. Stephen Chbosky from The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Never really seen or heard that. I like it. It's better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for what you are not. André Gide? I'm not sure how to read that. As he read, I found love the way you fall asleep, slowly, then all at once. John Green. And The Fault in Our Stars. The opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. The opposite of art is not ugliness, it's indifference. The opposite of faith is not heresy, it's indifference. And the opposite of life is not death, it's indifference. Elie Wiesel. That actually makes a lot of sense to me, because it's not dying that makes you less alive, it's not living life. It is not the lack of love, but the lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriages. Friedrich Nietzsche. I love that. I love you without knowing how or when or from where. I love you simply, without problems or pride. I love you in this way because I do not know any other way of loving but this, in which there is no I or you, so intimate that your hand upon my chest is my hand, so intimate that when I fall asleep your eyes close. Pablo Neruda, 100 Love Sonnets. Have you ever been in love? Horrible, isn't it? It makes you so vulnerable. It opens your chest and it opens up your heart, and it means that someone can get inside you and mess you up. Neil Gaiman. The Sandman, Volume 9, The Kindly Ones. Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none. William Shakespeare. Also that one tell. There is never a time or place for true love. It happens accidentally, in a heartbeat, in a single flashing, throbbing moment. Sarah Dessen, The Truth About Forever. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. Laute. Love is that condition in which the happiness of another person is essential to your own. Robert a Heinlein, stranger in a strange land. You love me, real or not real? I tell him, real. Suzanne Collins, Mockingjay. I'm nothing special. Of this I'm sure. I am a common man with common thoughts, and I've lived a common life. There are no monuments dedicated to me, and my name will soon be forgotten, but I've loved another with all my heart and soul, and to me that has always been enough. Nicholas Sparks, The Notebook. I'm in love with you, he said quietly. Augustus, I said. I am, he said. He was staring at me and I could see the corners of his eyes crinkling. I'm in love with you. And I'm not in the business of denying myself the simple pleasure of saying true things. I'm in love with you, and I know that love is just a shout into the void, and that oblivion is inevitable, and that we're all doomed, and that there will come a day when our labor has been returned to dust. And I know the sun will swallow the only earth we'll ever have. And I am in love with you. John Green, The Fault in Our Stars. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. William Shakespeare. A Midsummer Night's Dream. Love is like the wind. You can't see it, but you can feel it. Nicholas Sparks. A Walk to Remember. If you can make a woman laugh, you can make her do anything. Marilyn Monroe. People think a soulmate is your perfect fit, and that's what everyone wants. But a true soulmate is a mirror. The person who shows you everything that is holding you back. The person who brings you to your own attention so you can change your life. A true soulmate is probably the most important person you'll ever meet, because they tear down your walls and smack you awake. But to live with a soulmate forever? Nah, too painful. Soulmates, they come into your life just to reveal another layer of yourself to you and then leave. A soulmate's person is to shake you up, tear apart your ego a little bit, show you your obstacles and addictions, break your heart open so new light can get in, make you so desperate and out of control that you have to transform your life, then introduce you to your spiritual master. Elizabeth Gilbert, Eat, Pray, Love. I don't really agree with that one. I think soulmates stay forever because they're made for each other by God. We're all a little weird, and life is a little weird. And when we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them and fall into mutually satisfying weirdness and call it love, true love. Robert Fulghum, True Love. You don't love someone because they're perfect. You love them in spite of the fact that they are not. Jodie Picoult, My Sister's Keeper. Love never dies a natural death. It dies because we don't know how to replenish its source. It dies of blindness and errors and betrayals. It dies of illness and wounds. It dies of weariness, of witherings, of tarnishings. And Nainen, I guess that's how you read it. I don't know. The real lover is the man who can thrill you by kissing your forehead or smiling into your eyes or just staring into space. Now you all might be wondering why I'm reading. Well, the page is loading, so... Oh, it loads, I'm gonna say something. You might be wondering why I'm reading quotes about love right after a major breakup. Lost my fiance. He isn't dead, but I lost him. I ended it just saying no, but anyway, I lost him. I still believe in love. To me, love is not just love with a partner. To me, love is everything. Love is what keeps the world alive. Let's move on. There is nothing I would not do for those who are really my friends. I have no notion of loving people by halves. It is not my nature. Jane Austen, Northanger Abby. If I had a flower for every time I thought of you, I could walk through my garden forever. Alfred Tennyson. When someone loves you, the way they talk about you is different. You feel safe and comfortable. Jesse Scott, the intern. To love, and always to be vulnerable. Love anything and your heart will be wrong and possibly broken. If you want to make sure of keeping it intact, you must give it to none, not even an animal. Wrap it carefully around with hobbies and little luxuries. Avoid all entanglements. Lock it up safe in the casket or coffin of your selfishness. But in that casket, safe, dark, motionless, airless, it will change. It will not be broken, it will become unbreakable, impenetrable, irredeemable. To love is to be vulnerable. C.S. Lewis, The Four Loves. To die will be an awfully big adventure. J.M. Barrie, Peter Pan. A lady's imagination is very rapid. It jumps from admiration to love, from love to matrimony in a moment. Jane Austen, Pride and Prejudice. I want this here because in the end it is just a test. So I hope you enjoyed this little snippet, and I'll see you on Thursday with another ASMR video. See you then. Bye bye. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did like it, leave a comment down below so I can know to make more soft spoken videos. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye bye.